Hello and welcome to today's games of the COG Academy, where we are looking for the best players we can find. So, today's game we're going to be having Artemis being played by I Hate Login in the ADC role, Poseidon taking the mid lane being played by Dark Nymphs. Then we got Tur in the solo lane by Jenga Bang. Then Geb's going to be supporting Marco Sensgerman. And then finally, Thor in the jungle being played by Spraydon, which is very close to Spray Yarn, so I may call him Spray Yarn several times this game, and you'll just have to deal with it, or I'll just call him Spray. So, take it over for the red team, Freight.
And on the red team, we're going to have Evil Brain over here on Bakasura, should be heading to the solo lane. Cruel Hand will be playing Thanatos. Danny Phantom will be playing Athena in the support role. I Am Domo will be Agni in mid, and the ADC will be played by Nishakinubs, I guess. I don't know. Nish. I'm just going to call him Nish. He'll be playing Cupid. Got an early Thanatos and Baka lane. Kind of surprised to not see them attempting to invade, but it looks like blue team is aware that that is a Bakasura Thanatos, so kind of hanging out in the mid lane to make sure.
They're all just like, we're just going to sit here together.
We'll see if they actually do invade. Typically, anytime you've got a Baka or a Thana, you're thinking it's invade, but it looks like a typical start right now, so a little surprising in that aspect.
Yeah, you don't see a heavy hammer on Thanatos at all, so I think they just want to get their best mechanical jungling down. They want to show, we don't just invade with Thanatos, we do things. Continuing on, they're just clearing out the buffs, getting to the lanes. Agni getting the lane just slightly faster in the mid, gonna go ahead and dash that wave, working on getting to level 2 as fast as he can, because once he does that, he will be able to push Poseidon under just a smidge. And there he goes. Poseidon using his pool to slow him down, and then getting on back. But back over in the right lane, let's see how the early action goes up.
Red team definitely got to lane first, obviously, with the Bakasura Thanatos clear versus the tier Thor combination with the Eat Minion. So a little pushed under tower right now, but we'll see if blue can regain some of that presence here.
Yep, they're just backing off over in the left lane. Pretty average, just... Artemis and Geb, though. It's a combination we haven't seen yet. Usually we see Artemis Sylvanas, or Cupid Sylvanas. Surprised not to see a Sylvanas this game. But back in the right lane, looks like Thor's taking a good bit of poke damage. Throwing out his hammer, trying to clear out the wave as fast as he can. Thanatos heading out into the jungle. Whether he's going to try and bait, I believe he's just going to go on over to the mid, see if he can get an early gank off. We're going to follow him, see what happens there. Agni early dashes, lands the stun up Poseidon. Will he throw the Death Scythe? Ouch! That hurt a lot! Poseidon just took a ton of damage from that Death Scythe.
It looks like this will be probably free back Harpies of the blue team for red, with Agni and Thanatos sharing these up. Typical kind of what you see if the mid laner can get pushed up, they'll try to take those back camps. So they have to be careful they don't get pinched in too much with Thor coming over now. We'll see how the red team gets back in the mid. Hopefully they
need to hurry up and clear out this wave so that way they can turn on him. There's the Agni stun. There goes everything on to Poseidon. He's going to get just nailed. Thor's trying to take the safe way out, going out that way, but very...
First blood going to the way of Thanatos right there, and that's...
not what you want.
God. Yeah, I mean, if you're blue team, you don't want to see that happen. If you're red team, that's exactly what you want, is you want your Thanatos getting up there and getting those early kills.
Yeah, I mean, Spray is, still level 4. He's going to have to be dealing with that as much as he can. He's going to probably hit level 5 pretty soon, maybe.
Thanatos going up with his ultimate, going on the Thor here in mid. Will he be able to crash down on it? Hits it. Agni's stun coming in with the bombs. Cleans it up with the stun and the last bomb. Both hitting 5 on that last engagement, giving them the advantage there in lane. Able just to use it and just blow away that Thor. Poseidon's got to play a little careful. Normally supposed to, attempt to have this advantage in lane over here, but now mid camp's coming up here at the 3-minute marks. Looks like the lefts will go to red, and Thanatos clearing out the rights. Probably can't hold these for the Agni. Maybe he's trying to. Nah, he takes them himself with Thor, probably maybe leakering over there a little bit.
Cool. Sorry, I've totally had my children yelling at me because there's a snake in my backyard and they want me to go catch it, but I'm like, no! No! Yes. Oh, Bakasura going hard on Tyr in the right lane. Tyr going to use his ultimate to get on out of there. The justice is real. It should be pretty safe. Baka just going to eat up that minion and continue on with life. Both ults down, so kind of a even trade there for that.
It slowed down for a second. I had it at L. I was like, oh crap, no.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm at 340.
It might have been me. Who knows?
44,
Oh, it won't desync us if
45.
we're synced
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
Whoever will have it. And Artemis doing a great job over here. She's just going to be zoning out Cupid, keeping him away from any experience. Cupid level 5, Artemis level 5, but Cupid's just slightly below on the health, so he's going to throw down some hearts and work on pushing himself up. Geb over in the left lane to help out, and that will keep that. Artemis
Now,
still
normally
pushing him
with
out, though.
Cupid, yeah, Cupid's staying up there. He's got ultimate, but normally Artemis is going to win that with her ult, being that the fact she goes CC immune during his ultimate, is able to typically walk out and use the Husky to Artemis' advantage. But Athena coming back over, Thanatos slowly rotating, along with Agni now from the backside. We'll see if something happens here.
Thanatos is in the air.
Blue team a little aware of it. They're
Nice Geb shield. There's the... Oh my god, they're able to clean that up. Artemis goes down, Geb goes down, despite all the efforts. It was the cataclysm that I was trying to say, and that's what I totally got stuck on. And that's that. So, two more kills for Red Team over in the left lane.
If they all four collapse on this, they could have maybe taken a really early Gold Fury, but with a few low health bars, maybe they're just playing a little safe here. Thanatos, Cupid not at the highest health bars right now. They'll just go ahead and settle for taking the attack speed buff on that side and getting away with their kills. Right now, Red Team showing that they're playing really well, up 4-0 at this moment in the kill department.
Well, every hog was used before that engagement, so I don't think they really they didn't have anything available to take the Gold Fury with. So, that's where that stood. There we go. I organized everybody in the bottom, so that way you as the viewer can really just look across and see who is against whom. But we see the heavy hammer, or sorry, not the heavy hammer, the Smithy's hammer. Mid lane, they get a taunt off, the Agni stun, bombs landing. Oh, the Flame Wave is going to take out Darknims from I Am Domo. Agni getting that another kill, 5-0 for the Red Team now. Poseidon just having a really tough time against Agni right now.
Yeah, he's just getting pushed in on. It seems like there's always somebody else in his lane, whether it was Thanatos early on, now it's Athena making him waste beads with the taunt. You know, you have to go ahead and beads out the taunt. You're going to get stunned regardless, but beads run out, and Agni's able to get another stun with Flame Wave and just clean it up.
Not necessarily another stun. Thanatos in the air. He's going to look for Thor. There he lands on top of Thor, pokes him very hard, and gets the Death Scythe, getting that shot there. Also the shield wall doing a ton of damage. And there he goes. He's just diving tower. He's not dead. He almost bit it from that tower. He's not quite tanky enough to be diving towers this early. But Artemis still doing what you can in the left lane. Mid Harp is going to the weight of Red Team on the left side. Will they just rotate on over and get the right side? Poseidon's not going to really contest that at all. He does have a Kraken available, so if he really felt squirrely, he could look at maybe coming from the side and just throwing a Kraken on all three of them right there. Possibly getting a Thanatos, but instead Thanatos will rotate on over to the right lane as his ultimate should be coming up in about... it's got 50 seconds, so he's not going to ult in on Tyr.
On the right-hand side over there, looked like Bakasura and Tyr had a little slap fight, and both ultimates down on the right as Bakasura went to initiate on Tyr, but Tyr using the Lawbringer just to get back to the safety of his tower.
Ooh, trying to use the pool, maybe getting a double tap. Athena ulting in over on Thanatos, trying to make sure he doesn't take a crack into the face. Tyr being forced to back under tower, and they will just kind of disengage this, falling back to their respective sides of the jungle. Also going mid, they're going to run into Poseidon here. It'd be a fantastic pool in Kraken time if he gets that. Kraken, boy! There it is. He does get the Kraken off before he lands, and Thor's going to be able to clean that up, getting the Thanatos, which is very much needed gold that they, really need to catch back up in this game.
It's a kill on the board at this point in time. It's one of those where you have a 0 on the board, and it's never really fun to see that. But over on the left-hand side, it looks like Cupid just soloed our Artemis while all that was going on over there by the mids over there on the right-hand side. So Cupid up now on Artemis, 2 kills to none, and about 400, almost 500 gold now here.
Definitely, yes. 8-1 at 7 minutes and 51 seconds. Having a pretty rough time is the blue team. It all seems to be pretty focused around this mid, though. They seem to have found that Poseidon is just having a difficult time, so they're going to really force that and put him way behind. I mean, Agni's got 3 levels on him, and he's just going to keep climbing unless Poseidon can really figure out a way to get the farm and experience he needs to get back into this game. Putting wards down is definitely going to be their saving grace. I see that there is a very few blue wards on the map, and there has been throughout a good bit of this match, and that is leading to a lot of deaths. But Agni's just bombing the crap out of Poseidon.
That's just ultimate after ultimate after ultimate. Agni's bombs just raining down, and just that level 11 doing so much damage versus that Poseidon at this point in time.
Agni did go in the shoes of the Magi, so he's got that basically I'd say, mid-game power spike, or early-game power spike when he gets the boots done. He does have tier 2 of Bancrofts as well, so he's got a significant amount of damage.
Red team was able to, after Poseidon goes down, just no fear. I guess they saw get back and decided to go ahead and take that gold fear with all 4 members, so increasing their lead to about 4,000 gold and change at this moment in time. Things going red team's way at this moment. We'll see if blue can settle back in and get some picks. That's really what they need to go ahead and get themselves back into this game, is they need to find these solo kills. Like this Athena that's by herself. If Thor and Artemis can't collapse in time, but
Thor going up.
Thor's going up in the air.
Thor landing. Thor landing! Athena dodges it. The Berserker Barrage is going to miss, but they are going to be able to. No, not quite clean it up. Thanatos lands, gets a kill on the Geb, but the Kraken is going to clean up the Athena while the Fields of Love lands. The beads are used on Poseidon and Thor. They're going to be trying to get out of there. Thanatos looking to get those mids if he can't find a kill here, and yes, he will just turn around and get those mids. And, you know, a kill. It's a kill for kill, support for support, so it's still a wash all around. For blue team, it's fine for red team. I mean, they answered back. Athena went down first, and they were like, no, yours is ours
yeah,
too.
Poseidon getting the kill as well, gonna kind of help his cause to maybe fight back into it, is now at 1-4, needing something to get back into it. So we'll see how that gets him going, because getting a kill on the board is always satisfying, kind of gets your blood flowing, and sometimes you could roll from there. But Bakasura using his ultimate again on the right-hand side of the solo lane, and Tyr again just not having any of it. Just is like, hey, I'm Tyr, I'm just gonna hang out here. And
Tyr unfortunately missing his power cleave to help himself heal, but the minions died just as he swung, so he didn't get anything off of that. That was silly. Now he gets some health. Uses the Hand of Gods. He's going to try and push Bakasura. Maybe he's waiting for the jump. Oh, he does go for the Fearless, but misses on Bakasura. Bakasura baiting it out with his jump, using the power cleave to get a little bit more damage on him, and will fall back into tower. Thor having a good opportunity here to rotate on the right side, jump down, but he will be falling back. That is the Bakasura that is falling back. Thor checking out the Athena walking through the mid lane. Getting in a slap fight with Geb. They do have a sentry ward, and they are going to kill one Thor as dead as they can. There goes Thanatos up into the air. Agni on the chase. Thanatos going to land and get the kill. Turning around, silencing the Poseidon, making sure his Agni stays alive. And that's that.
Geb is trying to escape on the back end over there, but he's getting chased down by the... Well, he was getting chased down by the Bakasura, but Tyr Fearless him into the wall. Athena ults on top of the Baka, able to get out. Tyr having to use the Longbringer to get back.
Oh, the blink! That was a
Geb's
beautiful blink.
not out of this fight yet, trying to help out his team. Got shields, knocks up the Agni over there. Can Tyr do something with a Fearless into a wall combo? But Agni able to clean up the Geb over there. Blue team not able to capitalize on these low health bars at this point in time.
Oh, it's just so frustrating when that happens. And there's Athena's so low. If they can turn something on her, Bakasura going after Poseidon on the bottom side. That's going to be one dead. Poseidon, will they be able to turn anything else on this? Tyr looking for the Fearless. Does miss on that, and that's unfortunate. Yeah. Thor does not even see the Bakasura behind him. I think he was more worried about the Thanatos in front of him. And they will
that's
get away.
happened a couple times on this right-hand side of the map where Tyr's missed the Fearless that could have secured a kill or possibly, changed the way the fight went by scaring somebody off with the amount of damage he does.
I blame
over
lag.
on the left-hand side, lag. Over on the left-hand side, looks like Artemis just having a little bit of trouble with this Cupid that's ahead about by a level.
Yep, Cupid's doing the own tactics against Artemis now. Artemis was zoning out Cupid, and now Cupid is zoning out Artemis. So Artemis trying to do what you can to get the levels that she needs, poking out the Cupid, but he's got the hearts to deal with it. It's going to come to a little bit later game, and Artemis is going to be doing significantly more damage, although there's a huge rotation coming on the left side, and she does see it, and she'll be falling back under tower. Thanatos looking for any buffs that will be available, but they have so many sentries around. Sentry Gold Fury, Sentry at mid.
If they want to go on this, they can maybe do something here in this by this mid area on these Harpies.
There's the taunt. Agni's looking for the bomb stun. Big bomb stun. Big damage from Agni. Looking onto the Poseidon. They're going to follow and get the kill on him. 16-2. Oh my goodness. This is just a rough time. Cupid landing the heart bomb on top of the Artemis. Mid camp's going to red yet again. Yet again. Check out those graphs. You got
to. Thanatos is going to go around the backhand side, which is just saying, "Hey, we're going to pincer you in this tower, and you're going to have to make a choice whether you want to." She's just going to back at this point. She's going to give up the tier 1. Oh, she's trying to. Thanatos hits the depth side. 1 HP. Thanatos wants it. The taunt comes in. Silence comes and finishes the job. Thanatos with the kill. Athena taking the tower for her buddy over there, saying, "I got you. Don't worry about it." And that tier 1 is probably gonna. Never mind, they're all backing. I thought they were gonna go ahead and at least try to push that, but they won't push their luck with Geb rolling around and Thor on the side, and go back and buy some items and probably get ready for this Gold Fury that just respawned here.
But yep, 6,500 gold ahead is the red team, along with 12,000 experience. The level difference is nutty. Geb's level 9, Athena's level 10. I mean, look at 17 for Agni, while we have a 14 or 11 for Poseidon. Oof, that's very rough to deal with. Tyr being the highest level on the blue team, still having a very difficult time with the Bakasura, who's level 15. Just a difficult day for the guys on blue.
Yeah, and only 1 kill on the Bakasura, so that's just putting credit to the farm that Baka's getting, pushing Tyr back in the tower and keeping him there. So Tyr losing a lot of gold and, you know, probably losing some experience as well from all that being delayed and getting pushed out of his lane.
I'm actually a little surprised that Baka didn't get any assists with all the action that was going on in his lane earlier.
You know,
Athena's got
lane
10
Baka.
assists. Ooh.
Bakasura will ult the Tyr again. This time he's chomping away. Tyr does have a Lawbreaker up, but will just again go back into tower. And this has been a repeat action. But over there on the left-hand side, action might be missed. It looks like Poseidon did get a kill on the Athena. So
Athena tried to get
pick.
Poseidon and Geb, and Geb Cataclysm. Poseidon Kraken, and Geb looks like he might be going down here, but if Thor can go over there and save him. Thor lands on top of Cupid. Is he going to be able to clean it up? One more hit, one more hit, one more hit. Oh my god! No, not able to quite get it. The Fields of Love saves Cupid. And instead, Thanatos will take out the Artemis. Thor very likely going to go down here. There it is.
Just an unfortunate set of circumstances at the Gold Fury. They get Athena down. They get the pick they needed for the Gold Fury to maybe get it going their way. Geb ends up going down to Cupid, who missed a few attacks there, but able to clean up, and then just that Fields of Love just stunning the Thor as he was trying to teleport to his hammer, probably finishing the job on the Cupid.
Athena wasn't even over there for the Gold Fury. She's just like, you know what, I'm going to go help this Baka with this Tyr. Athena diving tower. They really want this. If Tyr can get a nice fearless, he can make them pay, but he's more worried about staying alive at the moment the shell comes out. And Athena gonna go ahead and start taking the blue buff. Does
Tyr
Tyr
doing the best he can. He's 0-0-0, just staying alive and fighting. He's just trying to farm, and that's, you know, he is the top gold on his team right now, so you know, hopefully he can keep this up, and at least he's showing his presence of able to handle 2v1, so he's doing a pretty good job over there on that side, holding his own.
Yeah, he does have level 3 teleport, so he's going to be able to rotate and help around, kind of like Athena is, maybe not quite as often. Definitely need to make sure they have more wards on the map. Check our statistics on the most wards placed. I'm curious, where is that? Wards placed, there we go. Athena ahead at 7 tier, and then Geb following at 6. So yeah, the ward placement's been doing pretty good now. Everybody kind of staying alongside their counterparts.
Little action going on in mid. Thanatos just missed the ult, it seemed like. Thor going back in the air. Thanatos forced to beat after Thor hits the dunk, but all of a sudden Thor just pays for it with a death side to the face. Poseidon is not doing enough damage. He hits the Kraken, but just unable to put it up as far as the numbers go. Tyr coming over to rotate. 4 men on Tyr. Again, just Lawbringers out. I don't want any of this. I don't feel like dying right now, and I'm just going to go back to my base, and, well, we'll lose that tower, but at least I'm alive.
He was trying to see what he could do there, but unfortunately it was not enough. I do, what's the word, applaud him for his valiant effort. He went in, tried to see how many he can get in the Fearless. If he could get a whole bunch, maybe he could have Lawbringered right on top of them for maybe a double, triple, or quadra kill, but unfortunately only able to get a couple, pushing him around, not doing enough damage, so he's like, I'm out, chill, or see ya.
Artemis still holding strong in the left-hand lane. Looks like Athena is coming in, though. The Husky will come out. She's CC immune right now, but she needs to get out of that Fields of Love. She stays in it too long, gets stunned off of it. Unable to finish off the Cupid. If she would have walked out, she might have been able to find that kill on Cupid, but...
I was kind of sad she didn't put a trap down under the Artemis. Or Athena. Geb trying to look what he can do, but I think they just need to turn their attention to the Cupid. They do get the Artemis. Now they're going after the Cupid. There's the hammer toss, the double tap. Not quite enough. Artemis going to go down to the backside. Thanatos not afraid of landing on that mess. Poseidon rotating over. But won't be able to follow up on that. Poseidon really needs to focus on farm.
Yeah, Cupid just barely escaping with his life again there. I mean, just a little bit. They're getting the Athena, they're getting the support, but Athena doing what she has to do to keep her ADC up and running still. So definitely sacrificing herself for the better cause in that aspect. Athena not really worth a lot in gold and experience at only level 13, whereas Cupid at 15 would help the blue team get back into this match if there was any way they could.
Gonna rely a lot on Artemis late game to help get them back into this if they can do it.
Once
doing a
Artemis
lot.
Cricket's online, yeah, the next item you would imagine to see out of this Artemis with her Executioner should be the Deathbringer, being that her passive does have crit in it. Deathbringer would be the most useful. Tyr trying to defend the speed camp over here against the Baka, but looks like it's about to get 2v1'd. 3v1 now here as Agni's coming in with the bombs. Geb with the Kata, Thanatos going back up. Who's he going to land on is the question. Lands in the middle of the fight on the Artemis and the Thor. Cleaning that up, Kraken comes in again. There's not enough damage on that Kraken to scare him away. Baka just jumping the tower. Whirlpool go down. Baka cleans up the Poseidon, and all
Jumps
the
out.
while, red team just escaping with more kills.
And low health. They love getting away with no health.
Tyr trying to find this Baka. He's like, hey man, we've been fighting this whole time. I still want some, but just kind of teasing him over here on the left. We'll see if he's able to hit her fearless and maybe get something.
He's baiting for the Fire Giant. I mean, they're starting Fire Giant right now. Tyr, they're unaware of it. They don't have any wards over here. And at this point, there's not a whole lot they can do about it. Tyr doesn't have Hog 3.
No, there's really, this is just, hey, let me go ahead and farm up. We just lost this Fire Giant. We'll see what happens. So, red team does secure the Fire Giant. Looks like no one really died over there, so they tank that relatively decently, and they'll go back by and they'll try to go ahead and siege one of these lanes down. Obviously, with the duo lane side having 2 towers available, and that being the weakest, you'd expect maybe that one, but maybe they just go down the center and just try to finish it up if they can.
Thanatos having a grand old time in this game. Level 20. One of the 2, Agni being the other one. There goes Thanatos up into the air. Who's going to be landing on? He doesn't care. He's going, 4v1 because, I can.
Thanatos a little early on the ult, a little far away on the ult. Maybe misjudging it. Maybe there was a call out saying, hey, there's a Than in the air. Let's get the heck out of here. Doesn't crash on anybody. Red team doing a good job of securing all the experience and gold in the map that they can to keep it away from blue team to keep the advantage and getting Gold Fury and all their back camps in, including mid Harpies, which will force blue team to just have to defend in the siege here on the left-hand side, which is where it looks like it's going to go. And they'll have to make their stand at the tier 2, and they'll probably lose that and more likely go back down to the Phoenix and see if they can hold that.
They're trying to push the wave up, and there it comes behind them. They just have to wait. I think they're going to wait for the minions to come in. No sense in taking unnecessary damage if you don't have any minions. If you have minions strolling in just behind you, there they go after the tower. Athena going to look for a big taunt if they can land it. Thanatos following up with the silence.
Down so fast. Athena with the taunt on the Geb. There's the Cataclysm. There's the Poseidon. Fields of Love on top of that. Bakasura just eating everybody up right now. Agni Bomb just incoming. It looks like Artemis will fall.
Thana up in the air again because his ult's always on cooldown. I mean, why not? Tyr in a big old pile of trouble here. They're going to try and end this right now. And they're going to take out Tyr very quickly. They need to let those minions come in and do the damage to this Order Titan or not because Bakasura is rude. 22 minutes into this game and red team takes 33-4. Very rough game for the blue team this time. Very rough game. They got the first Fire Giant and they just ran with it. I mean, they ran with
Thanatos getting that early lead. I mean, it was a big helpful in Agni, especially Thanatos and Agni did really well working together in the mid lane. They were able to collapse on the Poseidon early on. Agni just able to get that kill onto the Poseidon early after they both hit 5 with their ultimate, and it just kind of went from there with those two just keeping their lead.
Yep. That's that for that game. Let's check out some of the numbers. Looking at the damage numbers, I'm just going to go out on a limb and assume it was Agni, and it is, of course, Agni with 21,000 player damage, just blowing everybody else out of the water. Thanatos going shortly there behind at 14. Bakasura beating him by a little bit with 15,000, because, Baka is...
Pure damage, Baka.
A damage.
It's alright, yeah.
Damage nut. So, items, I mean, they're a whole full item ahead, even though Athena's on the winning team with, the Gold Furies and the Fire Giants, she just has a Sovereignty and boots. God, I would hate playing support in this season.
Support life.
The support life. What is it to have 4 items on a support? I mean, like, how much would they lose their mind if they had 4 items?
Well, she went into that's 1,800 gold goes into her actives right
Yeah,
there.
it does.
With Shell and Wrath of Gods going in there, obviously 900 going into Wrath of Gods as soon as possible. Typically under the 10-minute mark is like the ETA of when you want your Hog 3 online. And I guess just feeling, hey, we have a lead. I'm just going to go to Shell and protect my teammates a little bit more. I don't necessarily need any more items. I've got CDR boots helping me ult and taunt more, and I've got the physical sovereignty going on.
That, and she wasn't getting burned down. If she was getting burned down in every engagement, yeah, she needs those extra defenses. But if it's 20 minutes in and I'm staying alive throughout the entire fight and I don't have many items and I can use it on actives that would be, team-wide, then yeah, it's worth it. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, the only time she died was in peel attempts. She never really died by, maybe that one time by Gold Fear that she was slightly caught out. But realistically, the other times I saw her, she was just getting, just killing for her team and dying for it. Yeah.
And they got out, so.
But Poseidon having a really rough time at 2 and 10, and Thor
Yep.
at 1 and 8 right now, and Geb picked on at 1 and 8, and poor Artemis just really, when all that's happening right there, you can't really do a lot. But she put out damage. At least Artemis was doing work. She was hitting her attack. She was hitting her skill shots. 13,000 player damage coming out for her. More than the Cupid. Cupid only put out 8,000, just kind of there with the Fields of Love and a few attacks. So Artemis involved in a lot. At least 0 and 6 doesn't necessarily say the whole thing, but she was putting out some damage on her team at least.
Yep. All right, well, thank you very much for watching this. We're going to be getting into Game 2 as soon as possible, so stick around.